Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, this is in regards to comments and communicating with others. Um, so, I am still very much is afraid or apprehensive. I'm not sure which word, but it's one of those two words, maybe a little bit of both. Of seeing just negative comments right now, especially concerning a particular individual. It's a weakness. Um, I should, if I was a stronger man, I wouldn't let these things bother me so much. Um, and I don't even, they don't even, it's not even them so much as it's me right now. Like I'm in such a sensitive spot. I can, I'm finding it hard to communicate with my family right now. So, um, this is just what happens, I mean, my life, I'm not blaming anybody again, but I have had a number of falling outs with friends over the years. You could call them abandonment issues, whatever you want. I mean, again, I felt like I was abandoned, but I know that my actions led to that decision. So I'm not saying it like, oh, poor me, I was abandoned. It's like, no, this shit did happen. I had a best friend who left with resources that we were going to use to get a place together that was going to help me get out of my parents' house, and he ended up leaving and discontinuing his phone number, so I couldn't get in contact with him. And he did leave with um, a large sum of money that was a large sum of my money that I'd given him. That he also had a large sum of his money that we were going to use to get a place together. I've said this before, but I'm saying it again because I've been thinking about it a lot, and not, I've forgiven him, and we've talked since, and um, he's done a good amount of work to pay me back. Um, but it still leaves an effect. Like that still has affected my psyche um, to this day, and I don't, and it's going to continue to affect it forever. How long? But it's that, and it's also leaving Phoenix and coming here to Oregon. I've just never. I tried for a little bit to find friends, and that wasn't very successful. And I've met people here and there, and I've met acquaintances at work that I get along with, and things like that. But I still haven't managed to find a friend here in Oregon in the almost 13 years that I've been living here. Um, so there's that, and then a lot of my older friends that we don't really see eye to eye all that much anymore. So um, I mean, even though I love them, I still consider them friends. I don't. I'm not in. I still feel very much alone. I'm very much alone, and also not able to relate to them the way I'd like to be able to relate to my friends, which isn't their fault. It's just how I feel about things and where I'm at. I'd like to be able to talk to them more, but a lot of my older friends are, they were very keen on. I feel like they were keen on. I don't know, man. Just telling me kind of what to do. I think they're really trying to help guide me in their own good way, but they were still speaking from a place of their authenticity, and not really trying to figure out or appreciate what I really wanted to do with my life and where my heart was at. And I felt like they were trying to sway me in the direction they thought was best, from their perspective. Um, and a lot of times I would go along with it, and it's taken me a while to realize that's not the best way to go. For anybody, I don't think. I think it's okay to listen to your friends, and we can all give each other suggestions and this and that. But at the end of the day, I think people need to really make decisions based on what they truly feel is right inside their heart first and foremost, rather than listen to somebody else's heart. That's how I feel, and that's what I've learned in my life. Um, so, because of that, it's hard for me to want to, communicate with them because of past experiences and what I've experienced with them. And I'm pretty sure they watch my videos, and if they watch my videos, then they've seen me express serious moments of sadness and suicide feelings, and they never reached out. You know, I'm just being real. They didn't reach out. Joshua did. Pops did reach out. He's the only one who reached out. When I was hurting and told me what I needed to hear. And to me, that's what a real friend. I mean, that's what I that feels like what a real friend should do. So, but me and him, our relationship is a little different because he's God, and I'm his helper. So, even though we are best friends in a lot of ways, and I can relate to him more than I can relate to just about anybody else on the planet, he still is God. So we still have a work based relationship that's not just about being friends. And I think sometimes it's even hard for him to appreciate because he's always been the one to call me his best friend, and we are very good friends, but there is also a very serious work relationship that supersedes our friendship because it's literally a work relationship that involves making sure that this world continues on in a good way. So, if that relationship doesn't work out, then the whole world won't work out in a good way, kind of. That's just how I see things. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but that's that's how shit is in here. So the comments, I just wanted to say that I've my phone. Some comments show up as a notification. They'll just pop up for a second, and I'll see them, and some of them don't. But I haven't responded to any because I just haven't felt like engaging with people. That's one of the reasons. And then I also am afraid to receive any type of negativity regarding a certain person and in general. And again, this is also in conjunction to, when you go to rehab, they keep you from communicating with people for a good reason because it takes one real bad emotional experience for a drug addict or a healing drug addict to go back and start using again. And when they do that, it's not just a one-time thing. 99% of the time, it's going to be a perpetual thing. They're going to continue to use, and they're going to be back in that cycle of self-destruction. And it was all just from that one emotional conversation. A lot of the times, it's just because that drug addict he's going through so much inside of himself. He just doesn't know how to process a conversation in a rational way. The other person might not even be trying to upset him, but he'll just become so upset just because he's just so whacked out. It takes just the smallest thing to send somebody off sometimes when they're in that very sensitive spot, which is where I'm at right now. My neurons, my whole being is getting used to living without numbing itself all the time again. It's been quite some time for me. So I'm protecting myself in a lot of ways, and I realize I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit and be like, oh, I can take it. Like, no, I'm very much concerned if I receive information that is in that negative area, it could spiral me into a place to where I take my own life or start using again, which could lead to my early death. Very real. So I'm not gonna play around with that shit. And again, a lot of you guys on the internet, you don't know me. I mean, you know me from the internet. You watch YouTube videos. I mean, I appreciate it, but y'all ain't really in my life. It'd be different if you guys were in my life. And people, we all do it. We have the tendency to say very intimate things to people that we see on a video screen thinking we know what's best when we really don't even know them very much. So it's a presumption we can all make. And so in order to keep myself away from spiraling out of control and being triggered by something, I'm just choosing not to engage with comments at the time. But that's on me. It's nothing personal against anybody else. I'm just not ready. I'm just not that strong right now. I'm still in a weak, I'm still getting over some of my weaknesses. So if y'all could just bear with me, I actually want to do a live stream sometime soon. I'm not sure when, but sometime soon. And I'm hoping that will help me get over communication because I am feeling stronger. I am feeling more confident and willing to take on whatever criticism the world has for me, but I don't think I'm quite there just yet. So All right, yeah, I just want to make that video and clear that up. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. All right, bye.